Hi everyone, I'm Greg, Bioinformatter on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, Moxfield, and Bioinformatter underscore actual on Threads and Instagram. Um, I am continuing on my box breaking addiction. So I got in some bundles of this at a decent price. So it's the Commander Legends Dungeons and Dragons Battle for Baldur's Gate bundle. So it's got 8 set boosters in it. So it gives you the lands, gives you the packs. There's a Wand of Wonder special art that's bundle specific. There's a D20. Well, spin down at least. I don't know if this one was officially a D20 or not. We'll see when we look at it. And Commander Legends Battles for Baldur's Gate carton, little box, collector box thingy. So this is a fun set. Some people kind of bagged on it a little bit, but really the people that are like looking for fun things to build, there's a lot in here. Even if it isn't all like spectacular value, there's still fun stuff to be had. They started. They introduced the concept of backgrounds in this set as kind of like a different way of doing a partner-like ability. So, okay, but inside the box it's just plain. So we've got a little poster, a little description of the Baldur's Gate setting. It's coming from D&D. Like in they did it in Adventures in the Forgotten Realms set where they introduced the concept of dungeons. In this set, there's something called Initiative, which is kind of similar to Monarch, except that when you get the initiative, you get to go into this particular dungeon, or if you're using other dungeons and you're in one, then you get to advance a room, and you can stack the initiative. If you get more, you can get the initiative more than once, which allows you to advance multiple times in a turn potentially. But they gave you this handy oversized version of the Undercity, which can be nice to make it easier for people to kind of see what's going on. There's smaller versions of these, as token emblem kind of deals. But yeah, it's nice to kind of have an oversized one there. There's our box. They got the title. You got Minsk and Boo on it. If we look inside, we've got our punch outs and trigger reminders, perhaps. Another thing with this set is that there's a lot of there's a cycle of dragons with kind of like crazy abilities on them. It'd be nice to catch some of those in the packs. We'll see if we find any. So here. Okay, so since it's Dungeons and Dragons, it looks like they did a real D20. Because if you compare to how the numbers are distributed, I don't particularly care because I think unless you're doing some kind of manipulation, I don't think that it's that big of a difference. But because the numbers are concentrated on a regular spin down, so you got your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all kind of in easy access to each other as you're like changing the values. In 21. 20. Yeah, so on a D20, I think it looks like from face to opposite face, the numbers add up to 21. 11. Yeah. So yeah, so it actually is a D20 in this one. So if you need a somewhat oversized D20 to roll for something, and people are saying, "Oh no, you can't use a spin down," you can use one of these. Um, okay, this is the thing that's got our Wand of Wonder in it, and then we have our regular lands, and this has got foil lands in it. I'm not going to bother opening those up. We have our reminder cards about how to play the game in very short form, and a definition of some of the formats. And we have our packs. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And they're set boosters. So okay. Yeah, I'll just set that to the side. And I'll keep a running tally of what pack we're on. Okay, so let's just get into our first pack here. Okay. Volo. Volo Itinerant Scholar. It's an art card. Planes. The commons I'm going to just breeze through. Renari, Merchant of Marvels. So we reach our uncommons. Skullport Merchant. Mahadi, Emporium Master. And Split the Spoils. And Kaga Shadow Archdruid. Guild Artisan is one of the backgrounds I'm talking about. So essentially you can kind of pair these with legendary creatures that say choose a background. Then this is going to be, cast from the command zone. If you want to use it that way, but you can also just cast them as regular enchantments. So you can have more than one background in the deck, but only one goes officially with the background commanders. Okay. Cultist of the Absolute. This is in foil etched. So that's another background. And we have Kindred Discovery. Yeah, so as it enters the battle, choose a creature type, and whenever a creature you control of the chosen type enters the battlefield or attacks, draw a card. So that's not a bad hit. Here's Safana, Kalimport Cutthroat. So this is an uncommon legendary commander, but it's in the kind of like D&D rule book monster manual kind of treatment. And Mizium Tank is our list card. So trample, whenever you cast a non-creature spell, Mizium Tank becomes an artifact creature and gets +1/+1 until end of turn. So this is a vehicle otherwise with crew 1. I'll put the list card up there. Okay, that's the first pack. Pack number 2. Okay, so this is like some kind of shard or stone speaker crystal. Mountain, decanter of endless water. So no maximum hand size and add 1 mana of any color. So I kind of play that a reasonable amount just because I get paranoid about having to discard too much. There are commons. Right, statue. Githzerai Monk. OG, the exquisite blade. Abdel Adrian Gorian's ward. So this gets into blinking shenanigans. Duke Alder Ravengard is a rare. Scion of Hallister is a common background. And here's Scion of Hallister in the foil etched. Blood Money is the rare, so or mythic. Destroy all creatures, and for each non-token creature destroyed this way, you create a tapped treasure token. I mean, it does take 5 and 2 black to cast, so I think that maybe kind of keeps it in check a little bit. Circle of the Land Druid in foil. A Magic minigame as the token. So that's our first token. Okay. I gotta hydrate. Ever so little. I need a refill. Okay, pack number 3. Okay, here's one of the many dragons in the set. So this one is the Ancient Silver Dragon. Plains. Sivers Nightmare Speaker. Huh. Okay, I'm like right into a uncommon, so that's not usual. Saravak Deathbringer, another uncommon. Okay, so then we have some commons. 1, 2, 3, 4. And there's another uncommon. Inspired Tinkering. Guild Artisan. So that's another background. Swashbuckler Extraordinaire. Yeah, so I guess there are probably some slots where they're deciding to put in the kind of rulebook treatment. Maybe there's a frequency where you can get uncommons even when it's in the spot for commons, maybe. Glunch the Bestower. It's a rare. Veteran Soldier. It's another background. Gale Waterdeep Prodigy and foil etched. Shadowheart Dark Justiciar. In the rulebook format, Inspiring Leader in foil. And Volo's Journal as the token. On to pack number 4. Here we got another. This is the Ancient Copper Dragon. So they give you like the stat sheet on the Ancient Copper Dragon via D&D. Okay. It's our art card there. Swamp and foil. Val Candlekeep Researcher. Lightning Bolt in the rule book. That looks kind of cool. Common, common, common. Standby, Nature's Lore. A Bag of Holding. Stone Speaker Crystal. Mind Stone. Renari, Merchant of Marvels. And then we have a Cultist of the Absolute. Again. A Criminal Past in foil etched. As a background. Elder Brain is our rare. Breath Weapon in foil. And here's the initiative. So it kind of explains how the initiative works. And like I was saying at the beginning, here's a mini version of the Undercity dungeon. Pack number 5. Okay. Who's this one? Merkle, Lord of Bones. Forest. Common. Gut, True Soul Zealot. Common. 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 Halsin, Emerald Arch Druid. Emerald Dragon. Amethyst Dragon. Dynahir, Invoker Adept. Candlekeep Sage. Common background. Commander Liara Portier. In foil etched. Tomb of Horrors Adventurer. So this is one where you get the initiative when it comes in, and whenever you cast your second spell each turn, copy it. If you completed a dungeon, copy that spell twice instead. Then you choose new targets for the copies. Yes, I haven't been playing the dungeons much myself, but you can do like speed runs through dungeons if you put the right pieces together. Kindred Discovery. So as it enters the battlefield, choose a creature type, and whenever a creature you control of the chosen type enters the battlefield or attacks, draw a card. Now, did we already? Oh, that's the second one. Yeah, so we. Aranus Gloomstalker in foil. It's an uncommon one. We do have a list card. It's a Sink into Takanuma. So it's a sorcery, arcane, sweep. Return any number of swamps you control to their owner's hands. Target player discards a card for each swamp returned this way. Pack number 6. Karlach, Fury of Avernus. Art card in the plains. Rasad in Bashir. Draconic Lore. Commons. Criminal Past. Background. Ambition's Cost. Sivir's Nightmare Speaker, Abdel Adrian Gorian's Ward, a Feywild Visitor background, and Lae'zel Vlaakith's Champion in foil etched, Baal, Lord of Murder, Bane's Invoker in foil, and a treasure token. Pack number 7. Ooh. The Ancient Gold Dragon. So this is also like the Monster Manual stats version of it. Forest. Amber Gristle Omal. Lost Diamond. Work through the commons. Treasure Keeper. Arcane Encyclopedia. Rug of Smothering. Campfire. Nira Wild Mage. Inspiring Leader. Emoan Mystic Trickster in foil etched. Cultist of the Absolute again. Astral Confrontation and foil. And the Initiative. The Undercity. Okay, final pack. Okay, so we got a dragon with the gold foil signature. So it's the Ancient Copper Dragon by Phil Stone. Mountain. Cloak of the Bat. Dragon. Commons. Run away together. So a bunch of these common dragons. Just need bodies. So Slaughter the Strong. Far Traveler. Background. Beckoning Will-O-Wisp. Amber Gristle Mall in the traditional version. Dungeon Delver. Background. Kaga Shadow Archdruid in foil etched. Robe of the Arch Magi. And Sculpted Sunburst in foil. With a boar token. So, I don't think there were any true money cards in this. The Kindred Discoveries may be worth a bit. You know, card draw is always very important. I don't know if the blood money like lived up to the to the hype. It does seem a bit crazy. But you got to have the mana up to use it, so maybe that doesn't work out. So yeah, so I don't think there was a whole lot of value in this, but still, between the backgrounds, all have pretty fun abilities that you can mix and match when you're putting together your deck. And there were a lot of legendary creatures in this set. And if you like the dungeons, they got those to deal with. Yeah, so I actually have 2 more of these to open. So we'll see if I have better luck in any of the other ones. But thanks for watching, and I hope you come around for the next video. Bye.